Well, where we last left off 2 weeks ago. Again, this is Armored Brigade, and this is the 1943 mod, which is taking the game back to World War II. Now, we have 2 objective squares to secure, one which we already have. The other one is down here. Still, we have to get there and secure that one. Ah, my good friends at Vitica Studios are here as well. And they're the makers, of course, of Armored Brigade. And so we need to secure this. We can see over here, we just getting everything up to speed. We have a 222 armored car here with orders not to shoot at anything, spotting out over here, and just we do some line of sights to let everybody see what we're seeing in this snowy landscape. So there's a little bit of spotting there. We've got some Stugs over here that are watching this approach angle here. Another pair of Stugs. Now, they're watching, that's doing good there. I think what I want to do here maybe is, well, let's get out of line of sight. Is have this advance to maybe there. Yeah, let's do that. And let's check line of sight before we, yeah, good. So it'll be nice line of sight, maybe a little too exposed, I don't know. But they are Stugs, so some armor. And over here we have some Martyrs, Martyr 2s to be precise. One is in the square, the others are watching. So anything sort of approaching armor-wise, here we've got pretty well handled. And hello, Gus Yeka, how you doing? And so anything approaching there, like I say, we're doing well. We have our motorized infantry contingent here, still just sitting in trucks waiting. I haven't really figured too much what to do with them, quite honestly. And it's mostly that. Now over here, we do have, we can see here, we have spotted some enemy tanks, and the one we're engaging here is a T-34, a 1942 version. Now, get out of here. We can see here, this is a nice Panzer IV House G, but we've got a Tiger coming up, and another Tiger coming up with other support tanks. So this is our main sort of armored thrust, though he's moving, well, maybe end up, I don't know, maybe getting too far on his own. And oust in Panzer III support tank to the Tiger. So hopefully they'll keep moving up here. And we need to get in and secure here. Well, this, yeah, this is using the Ardennes map from Armored Brigade. This is Germans versus Soviets, though. So it's not Germans versus the Americans or something like that. So sort of yes, but not really. Just using the terrain of it. We can see that, you know, this is more of a modern depiction of roads than World War II. So yeah. So that's what we're looking at doing, and this is where we left off last, or almost 2 weeks ago now. Not quite, but nearly so. So I'm going to keep these guys in here. These guys, of course, you do not want to move them anywhere near combat within their trucks, but right now I'm just sort of let them chill in their trucks, because I don't know if we're going to have enough infantry push here, especially with the Stugs watching sort of here and there. Might be useful down here if I had moved them down here and debark them and coming here, but I don't know. But yes, this is a meeting engagement. This was more or less our start line, or well, reconnaissance start line, main start line back here. The Soviets have moved into here. I don't know exactly their objectives, because this doesn't appear to be one of theirs, because otherwise I would presume they would have moved some units into it. But we've got to get these 2 objectives to win the game. So that is where we are. So we're going to resume the action here. I like to micromanage my units. Oh, it looks like we're taking fire. Okay, he's taking fire. Now, he will return fire. You know, I have him on hold fire because I didn't want him spotted, but he will return fire on the enemy. These guys, the BA-64s, okay, they do have a... no, okay. They just have a DT machine gun, which is a 7.62x54R machine gun. Where these guys have a 20mm and a 7.92 coaxial. But if they run into T-34s, they're screwed. Okay, so he's set up here, watching down here, engaging some armor over here, probably T-34s. Very good, ouch cube. And we can do some isometric. So what we can see here is these guys are a little higher up, and it's thin and thick wood, so they're getting peaks at some of the armor that's out there. Because the map, I mean, it just looks 2D from above, but it is actually sort of a 3D representation, as we can see over here, of what we're looking at. Yeah, Green Warbler, I like it. Just so that everybody knows, this is like a Cold War era game. This is the World War II DLC. Not DLC, mod. Boy, if I've been saying DLC, I'm mistaken. It's a mod. Okay, we just took out what, probably T-34. Let's pause. Oh no, enemy truck destroyed. Okay, so that was a truck that was destroyed there. And we also took out the armored car up here, so it cuts off their spotting ability. Okay, so we have our Panzer III, Tiger. We should have another Tiger coming up around here. Okay, he's just moving slowly. We can see his path. He's going to be coming to here. Now, my plan is, because we have to move and secure this area here, is to try to move up my forces to a location and then all at once go out, and not go out piecemeal, you know, one at a time. No game is easy. Hello, Original Twitch, how you doing? Yeah, these are just random generated engagements we're playing. I picked my forces based on a point system, which the AI did as well. That's supposedly balanced, as opposed to a particular historical setup here. Okay, so we got a T-34, the 42. So the 42 has a 76mm gun, but a slightly bigger turret, which made it a little more handy to use. The original turrets were awfully small. Okay, well, let's pause this here. I like to pause a lot on these games. Okay, we have this tank coming up here. We want to get over to here, so what we're going to do is tell it to advance to here. I think we can cross these rivers here, I hope. Combination of winter, frozen, and not that difficult. Let's move you to right about there. Okay, that's going to come there. Now he's going to be a bit late because I'm going to move the tiger now. Also, they'll get the orders. Take a little while for the orders to get here, but they should all get their orders at about the same time. And hopefully move. Well, let's hold on. Let's look at line of sight from here. Okay. So this movement here will be fairly undercover. These guys won't be seeing too much of the movement. They might get slivers of it. They'll get here. So anything over here might be seeing us, but we can move up there. Okay, so the tiger can move to here. And what would be the, okay, yeah, maybe let's get out of line of sight. Advance to right about there. Yeah, that'll be the tiger moving up. Now the two support panzers. They'll come up and stop there and give fire support. And we're going to use him to hopefully come in and secure the point. So that should be his movement track. I'm just using this to take advantage. It seems like all these guys are moving up here. Maybe there's a ton of equipment here, but we just don't see it. But might as well push now while they're pushing through here. Okay, T-70 light tank. Those are reconnaissance vehicles. Another T-70. Yeah, they're not much to worry about. Not for a Stug. We can see up here how good. Okay, see, they're getting intermittent visuals on them. Now I think I have all of my vehicles on, at least I try to. Well, it is on max. I'm gonna convert it to fire for effect. That's what I, or fire at effective range, not fire for effect. Effective range. So they don't waste ammo at long ranges. Okay, these guys are at, oh no, I didn't get clicked over here. Oh, didn't clicked on that one. There we go. Okay, so now I've got them down to that. So they'll fire, but hopefully now more on the idea of, and it'll take a minute for them to get the order. I did not order a command unit for this unit, which would help speed up some of the disengagement. Some of the times here. Just reading through. Sweet. Very good. Yes, different operating systems are always nice to have as available. I'm a Windows guy just because it's what I know. Right. Okay. Well, let's continue this. Hopefully, this engagement will go reasonably well. Yeah, this guy's up here somewhat alone. Well, obviously alone here, but taking some fire. Heavy damage. Crew is nervous. Buttoned up. And we can look back here and see very limited fields of vision and fire. But at the moment, I don't care if they come over here. You can see here they're getting ready to move. Go. I'm just going to pathfind that path. Yes, Highwaymen. Yeah, this is a Cold War game, but we're World War II mod, as he's saying, on it. It looks like they're mostly ignoring this tank and just moving on. These guys have moved the extent of the movement they were told to. They're now just waiting here. They're getting through the light trees, as it were. Light forest. Okay, the other tiger's caught up. Let's see how they're path finding. Yes, it's on the Steam Workshop. And you just have to go in and change the settings a little bit to have it work out. Uh-oh, okay, these guys have come out here. They're maybe going to kill this guy here, but they're being fired on and turning to react over here. And they just got hit, whatever track vehicle, probably T-34, but still in fog of war there. Okay, we took out track vehicles, all we know. Even though we have these guys, but they're buttoned up, I guess, and not looking out. And so far I'm very satisfied with this movement. We can see here concentration of fire takes out the one threat. These guys are moving up here. We got another tank. Oh. Okay. Gauze truck. This is probably the enemy's infantry contingent over here. Yeah, Gauze trucks. Well, they won't be a problem for us. And we see a wheeled vehicle using a BTR symbol, but it's definitely not a BTR. Yeah, Armored Brigade 1943 is the title. It's, at least when I last looked a couple weeks ago, the first main mod you see on Twitch. Uh-oh, pause. Okay, what? We lost a... What hit us? What hit her? Unit. That is not nice of them. They hurt a Panzer III. I like little Panzer III ends. A little Panzer III that could. No, there's a lot of them over here. Okay, it looks like we've run into the bulk of their infantry units. Oh, another tank moving through the forest. Our units are turning to engage them. So these guys are sort of, okay, they're going to get fire support from some friendlies up here. Good. Our Tiger's moving up along the road. Nice. They'll be able to use their machine guns on these trucks and infantry fairly effectively. Which is condition buttoned up. Okay, they're buttoned up but confident. So that means they won't be probably, doing very good on visuals. Uh-oh. Airstrike. Airstrike. They're taking fire, but looks like okay, they're suppressed, still confident. Oh, heavily damaged. Okay, buttoned up. That was a very effective airstrike, I must say. Okay, now we're seeing a lot of stuff going on here. So what I want to do is come to my artillery, and we want to do a new fire mission. We have 5 guns. Let's add a gun, and yeah, type HE. Let's do 3 volleys, and we'll set target. Okay, we have various TRPs. If you're in a TRP, it's going to go the fastest. The further you are out of a TRP, the longer it will take to get. That's like 10 minutes. Here we're here 6 minutes to get this fire. Well, I'm not so much worried about these guys, but I'm a little more worried about these tanks deciding to turn around or muddle around in here. So let's drop 1 pattern there. That'll be 6 minutes. Another. We'll set up a new fire mission. Okay, 3 rounds, 2 guns. Okay, set targets. And we're going to come over here, just inside our TRP. Target registration point, I believe is what that stands for, if I remember correctly. So that should encompass it. We'll sort of get maybe into the area of our tank is barely, but I'd rather a little more over there, but that's going to take too long. So right about like that. And that will help deal with a lot of the infantry particularly. So we're using some of our artillery. I chose to not have any air support for this mission and just have artillery support. Use some of my points on that. Another air attack coming in. What are these? PE2. I don't know Soviet. I know that's a light ground attack type aircraft, PEs, but I don't know them well. We don't know what they've spotted or how well they're going to spot. Hopefully they won't spot my trucks or anything too well. Oh, they've spotted a Martyr out here in the open, which is an open top vehicle. Well, what we're going to do here is, because I don't know why he's looking that direction, let's rotate him to look in that direction, because I don't think there's going to be much coming up that road right there. Another one for that one. No, not that's not. I don't know. And you can see here how realistically, and this is rather realistic, I think, the artillery, you have to judge it well, and it's never going to be spot on to, you know, right where the enemy is. Looks like we've engaged just about everything here that we can see, though there's something more. They may move out of the target. These guys area, these guys may still be in there. And there can be other things that we're not seeing, because they finally did kill this guy here, but something appeared out of the woods. Yeah, turn around, fire at him. Come on, guys. Okay, destroyed a T-34. Here we got another vehicle. Probably a truck. Yeah, so just too much of a dead zone between our TRPs. Well, we see more vehicles moving through it. May get caught in the fire. But currently we control both of our objectives. We're pushing back through the forest on these guys. Okay, well, let's have you. It's going to take a little bit of time, but rotate. Look. Oh, keep hitting the wrong one. Rotate there. Rotate that way. So when they come through the forest, they'll at least be looking in the right direction. Okay, this guy is no longer afraid because he was a bit suppressed from the air attack. They spotted and destroyed my 222, and this guy's going to be in trouble from, well, maybe not. I don't know what that is, but now we have one gun unassigned, I believe. No, two guns. Okay. New fire mission. Okay. Let's, yeah, same basic thing. Let's set target. Well, right about here, I guess. That we're going to figure they're going to move through, come up, because yeah, that's too far away. This they're going to come in. It's going to take 6 minutes. So let's just put it right there. Okay, we're planning to engage them. Good. Immobilized. He's heavily damaged, immobilized. Crew is panicked and they are suppressed. Okay, let's come back to our artillery. Let's do well, yeah, okay, they're doing their firing for effect right now. That's it. Firing their HE, you see the little yellow going off in there, some of them a bit. Yeah, see more hits are happening around there. Okay, now we have the rounds, I do believe. Here, we still have 200 more rounds, so we're going to fire mission 1, we're going to fire again. Fire mission 2, we're going to fire again. May catch a truck and or this squad and now, are they getting anywhere near line of sight of these guys? Yeah, sort of. Some of these units here. Okay, we could fire these again, but I don't think we need to. There isn't much there. Enemy units operating. Okay, nervous, light damage, suppressed, buttoned up. Okay, so they no longer suppressed. It always fascinates me that the Panzer III was designed to have like a 50 millimeter roughly gun in it. Started out with a 37 millimeter, of course, for like, you know, Poland, the Battle of France. And they designed the Panzer IV for the short-barreled 75, maybe eventually to go to a longer barrel, but it was as a support tank. But in the end, the Panzer III ended up with the short-barreled 75 as well that they put in. So it's just sort of interesting that, okay, they're getting close to being able to do the fire mission on this, and we're getting a little bit of units moving into the zone there. Okay, so we're holding out here just fine. I don't know if there's enough units that have turned around and are coming around here or not, but I think we're just going to huddle up here. Let our Stugs and Martyrs do their job here. The Panzer IV, I think, is sort of the most iconic. Well, I know the Tiger and the Panther sort of are, but is the tank that is in service at the beginning of the war, you know, in Poland. Not in large numbers, but it's in service. And it's still in production, not just remnants, but still in production. Oh, this could be a good hit here at the end of the war. And so it stays in production throughout the war. I find that quite, you know, a remarkable tank with all the developments that are going through it. And it's still competitive. You know, the armor, yeah, you know, T-34-85, the armor ain't good enough. You put so much armor on the Panzer IV that by the end of the war, without upgrading its engine, it's really slow. It has trouble with, you know, going up embankments or whatever, you know. Not like so much up a, you know, a road that's going, you know, upward, but, you know, embankments are climbing, it's getting in trouble with that. But its gun can take out a T-34-85 with a little bit of work and generally better training, better communications for sure. And so it can, you know, service through to the end, and it's competitive with most of the Sherman models. You got the Jumbo with its thick armor and some of the later, you know, higher velocity guns mounted on some of the Shermans, but it's still an effective tank. Okay, here comes our artillery. And so I really like that in the tank, that it was able to service throughout it. Oh, we just spotted some of the light tanks coming forward there. Don't know what that one is. So it does a lot of good. Okay, there's our artillery coming in. So that was a very, very good artillery call. We got a lot of units in the zone of effect. And we don't know how. Okay, well, let's pause this. Let's come over here and fire. Because we do have still a bunch of units in there. Okay, so now he's getting in line of shot and a fire for 3 of our 4 mortars. Now the mortars have basically no armor, you know, stuff that'll stop rifle fire. And that's it, and only mostly from the front, really. Rifle, machine gun, that type of fire. So anything else will just about always penetrate it. That's a tank gun. If these guys could hit this thing, that would be nice. I guess he's heavily damaged and nervous. I would say a decent hit with a Pac 40 should just kill this thing. At least that would be my... Okay, there we go. Because those Pac 40 martyrs are wicked guns. And this is just... I mean, I'm not saying in detail... Well, pretty much in detail. This is how they're meant to be used as an ambush tank, as a mobile anti-tank gun. Okay, let's do another fire mission because we have the ammo and we've got the good location set here still. And so you use them like a, you know, a towed pack, but they, you know, can move themselves. Don't use them like a tank. Don't use them to push on things. Stugs can do both roles, but still best in a, you know, ambush type situation. Another vehicle. Probably a light tank, but I'm not sure. Yeah, let's see. More artillery. Pour it in, pour it in, pour it in. Okay, the Stugs look like they're seeing something they're going to engage. Something here, a vehicle. I'll go after that now. Now it's a track vehicle, a tank it looks like of some sort. Probably T-34, but could be a T-70. That one. Okay, now that we've done this fire mission again, what we're going to do is we're going to come here and this one we're going to set target. So we're now adjusting it from its current position as opposed to starting a new fire mission. So we're going to do that, move that over to there. So we're using those same guns. T-34, T-34, and another T-34. The T-34's had a Stugs had a remarkable kill-loss ratio in the war. So currently his biggest problem is he's sort of on his own. He's not getting, well, he's getting some fire support from over here, good. Yeah, rotate, look that way. As you, okay, you should be engaging some of those guys. Okay, good. We just took out a T-34. These guys will do best if these guys just peeking 1 or 2 vehicles out at a time. These martyrs will just keep hitting them. These getting hit a bit hard. Oh, they're firing at our 222. Oh well. Should have maybe moved him. But that could have caused as much like spotting as anything else. Really, the crew should just abandon it and crawl away. At this point. So these guys engaging him. They're uh-oh. Oh, no, no, no. Kill him, kill him. Okay, good. Got him. These should have the L-48 guns on them. Yep. Pretty good gun. I like the Pac-40s a little better. Oh. Battle has reached its conclusion. Show the after. Okay. So we've, I presume, won? Total victory. Alright. So let's look at this. We deployed 36 troops, 19 vehicles, we lost 3, 4 guns. I guess those may be the guns, maybe the martyrs? I'm guessing, I don't know. We don't know exactly how many the Soviets deployed, but they lost 24 troops. We didn't use any of our deployed troops. Kept them in their trucks, keeping warm in the winter. And we took out 29 of their vehicles, and routed 33 of the troops. So that would be a smashing victory, I would call it. Very much so. All right, well.